it is amazing to work for the theater industry. And when you go to this convention, it's like you kind of get used to your doldrums of, does the ice machine work, or does are the screws in the seats? Or for me, it's I mean, I'm booking movies, and sometimes to me it's just, a blur of movies. And
Yeah.
then you go to the convention and you see the people that you work with, you see all those vendors, you see a movie, and it's just like the magic of what you do really comes out. Because even though we have the doldrums of the job, every day those people are in those seats and we are bringing magic to them.
This is the Off the Break Podcast, your podcast dedicated to current movie theater news, operations, and insights from the people that book the movies.
Welcome back to another episode of Off the Break Podcast. I'm Kyle, and joining me today is a welcome return of Diane Eve and our newest guest, Candis Harrop.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thanks for having us.
thank you guys so much. We are excited to have Diane, you back, and Candice having you be a new guest of ours because Rocky Mountain Convention is right around the corner.
Yes, the Rocky Mountain Theater Convention is absolutely right around the corner. We are aimed to begin that show September 1 through 3, 2026. It's coming right up.
Yeah. How are you guys feeling about that?
Go
I
ahead,
think we're
Candace.
Well, I think we're feeling great. I mean, sometimes it seems like when we get to this point, we still have a lot of questions. And right now, I think things are really falling into place this year, even a little earlier than usual. So we're excited.
Good.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yes.
We have Lynn Blakesley, who's heading up our educational day, and she has been doing a fabulous job getting that wrangled. So we have a lot of new information that we'll be sharing with folks this year for our education day. Super excited about that.
Is there anything then that you can share about the education departments? Any new topics coming up or anything of the past that is going to be brought back for more discussions? Just whatever you feel up to sharing.
Well, one new thing that we're doing is we are going to talk about a little bit about AI, because it is
Mm,
such a big thing right now, and we're going to talk about AI in respect to marketing. And so we are working on setting up a panel right now that will have some exhibitors and some studios. And what we would like to talk about is AI and how the studios would like us to use that in our marketing, so that we don't overstep the bounds of maybe messing up their product. So I think there's a lot of great things with AI, and there's a lot of stuff that we can learn and use in our lobbies and on our social media. So
hmm No, that sounds like it'd be a good idea. Like you said, it's going to be just more and more prevalent to a lot of industries, including our own, as time keeps progressing. Have you guys, it seems like then that we've noticed throughout the theaters that AI use is still slowly being incorporated. Has that been because of marketing? Is that why this is being brought up, or has it been shown in other aspects of the industry and marketing is just like the next step in that?
I think that it has been used by many of our exhibitors. We'd just like to offer an opportunity to share unique ways in which they might explore using the AI to help them with marketing in their theater, in their
Mhm.
lobbies, just all sorts of things that as AI continues to become more prevalent, we want to ensure that our attendees are thinking about ways that they might help lighten their load by using these tools readily available for them.
Yeah. Okay. So then it sounds like that's going to be one of the biggest new seminars that's going to be happening. Are any of the other roundtables coming back, such as theaters being able to talk about like what they've learned over the past year? Maybe it is because of AI, or maybe because it's of things relating to concessions, or just what they've noticed with the trends of movies coming out to theaters. Is those types of moments going to be able to happen again?
Yes, I mean, just kind of to do just a little dive into our show from start to finish,
Hmm.
that kind of helps to unfold how our show is laid out and give you an idea of what to expect. So Monday, we start our show, the 31st, as a pre-convention golf outing. So if you love to golf, you won't want to miss that outing at the Coeur d'Alene Resort. So that's happening Monday, August 31st. And then on Tuesday, we will have meetings for our regional associations, Pacific Northwest theater owners. They are going to join us again this year and have a meeting there at the hotel. And then that afternoon, we'll be heading off to one of our sponsor theaters, which is Regal Cinemas, and we will do some sponsor intros as well as a feature presentation by one of our wonderful studios. So, Candice, share about that.
Okay, so we are going to kick off the convention Tuesday night with Angel Studios, and they are bringing Runner. And so
Ooh, okay.
yeah, it looks awesome. It is
It does
a
look pretty
movie
good.
directed by Scott Waugh, and it has Alan Richardson and Owen Wilson in it. And it's about a former soldier who was thrown into a brutal race to get the liver to the sick child while the cartel is going after that liver too. So
Mm,
I think it's going to be awesome, and and Angel Studios is always great to offer product and give their input on all the things that they have going on, and I think it's going to be a great way to start.
Yes, we are so excited to have Angel with
Yes.
us this year. So glad for
yeah,
that.
that's a
Uh,
really big announcement then. That's really cool.
Yes. Yes.
yes. After our wonderful studio presentation, we'll be back at the hotel that evening for
Mhm.
just kind of a fun meet and greet, opening reception. That's just a great time to meet other cinema operators that are there. Our vendors and other studio representatives will be there as well. So just a great kickoff event that's super relaxed and fun. And then everybody needs to get a good night's rest because Wednesday is a very busy day. So Wednesday morning, we will be having a sponsor breakfast provided by our vendor sponsors that will give our cinema operators an opportunity to hear from our vendors who will be exhibiting at the trade show and just hear the highlights from them on new products they might be offering, ways that they can help cinema operators. So that's just really a nice time to hear from them. And then we roll right into the trade show that morning for a 3 hour trade show. We will expect to have about 50 vendors there, which is a really nice size for that length of a trade show. You're going to see all of the people that you need to see for the industry. I
Yeah.
mean, it's everyone, all the vendors that you need to see to run your business. And many of those people, you deal with them every week via phone. So it's always great to make those connections again in person. So we'll do that Wednesday morning. And then in the afternoon, that is our time for our studio film marketing presentations.
Yes, and we will be having that at the River Park AMC, and it's just walking distance from the Davenport, not very far at all, like a block and a half. And this year, so far, we have Disney, Amazon MGM, Angel Studios, Sony Pictures, Universal, and Paramount have all said that yes, they are coming.
Mm.
I am still waiting on A24 and Lionsgate because they were trying to work some things out. Warner Brothers will not be able to come this year. But I think this is a great lineup of studios. We'll have our presentations, and what's great about the presentations is they are not just previews that you watch on the net. They are actual content and things like that. I know last year we saw something that they didn't even show at CinemaCon, which I thought was pretty cool, made us very
Mhm.
different. And then after we do those cinema presentations or those studio presentations, then we have a trade show just for the studios right outside of, at the theater in the lobby. And then you get a chance to talk to each one of them about things that you want to learn for marketing. And then of course they have their t-shirts or hats or whatever it is that they bring.
A
So
nice
that you
bonus.
can, yeah, so that you can get some swag before you leave the theater.
Mhm.
But it really is an awesome time to be able to speak to those studio reps. And like Diane was saying with the vendors that you talk to every week or, this or that, these are those people also, and it is so cool to be able to talk to them in person. So, and make those connections.
Yeah, we're lucky to have them there.
Yes, we are very lucky. And like I said, this year, in years past when things were slower and things like that, it was a little bit of pulling. This year, they're just like, yep, we're on board. We want to go to Rocky Mountain. We love Rocky Mountain. So that makes us feel really great.
Yeah, it should. That's a really good sign because
Yeah.
these conferences I think are very nice to have, like regionally or nationwide. Just be able to get in touch with those in your industry and just help build those connections just makes it stronger.
Yeah, absolutely. CinemaCon is a must-attend event, and your regional shows are a must-attend event for a different reason because it really connects you to your region and to all the people, the vendors that serve you. So um, we just really, appreciate everyone, especially the vendors and studios, for making that effort to attend our show.
Are there any vendors that you guys are able to announce that are coming, or is that still not for disclosure yet?
Oh, absolutely. Well, our marquee vendors include Agile Tix, Lighting Technologies International, Snapco, and Mobile Movie Going. We're
Hmm.
so proud of them for stepping up to be marquee sponsors this year. And also additional sponsors, we have Telescopic Seating Systems as a platinum sponsor. Very proud of that. And that's a very good start. And we have not only those sponsors, but we also have other vendors who have already registered as well. So we anticipate having approximately 50 vendors on hand.
Yeah, and it's going to cover the whole reach of aspects of the industry by the sounds of it. Concessions, seating, sound equipment, anything that could use an upgrade or you could potentially make a friend or a business partner with is at your disposal practically.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I thought I heard you say, Candice, that Amazon and MGM are going to be a part of the convention this year. Did that
Yes,
happen
they
last
are.
year?
Yes, they were there last year too.
Okay.
Actually, Disney came back last year too because they hadn't been for a
Yes.
while.
Yeah,
And so
that's
to
right.
have both of them coming again is amazing. So
Yeah. Yeah. Especially for Amazon practically still being new, as
yes.
far as like the movie industry side of things. So that is good to hear. I was trying to remember from last year on all the studios that came and Amazon leapt out to me, but again, they're just, even though they just had Project Hail Mary this year,
Yeah.
it still feels like they're starting out in some ways, but they've been doing a good job at least so far. So
Yeah.
yeah. Well, yeah, that's still all very exciting, and it's great that it's going to be hosted back in Spokane now for the second year in a row, I believe.
Yeah, second year in a row, but this is
Yeah.
actually our fourth time back to Spokane. So
Hmm.
actually possibly our fifth
Yeah.
time,
I
our
think
fifth
it's
Yeah.
time back to
yeah.
Spokane. So it's a wonderful venue. We absolutely love the Davenport Hotel, the historic Davenport Hotel. It's just a very unique space. It offers the opportunity to, have little areas to meet with people. You don't have to go off site and find a place to meet. They just have so many great spaces. So it not only houses our convention perfectly, but also just all those wonderful opportunities to connect with people. So they have a couple lounges, they have a restaurant, they have a coffee bar and also an entire mezzanine that overlooks their historic lobby that just offers up just awesome spaces. So,
Yeah, last year was my first year not only attending the conference, but just visiting Spokane and that hotel especially. And a lot of people were just telling me, including you, Diane, how beautiful it is and just all these perks that come to this location. And for a little part of me thought it might have been overselling, but I walked in the doors and I can't deny, like it is gorgeous, historic,
Beautiful.
and there are just so many parts of it that just feel not secluded, but just quiet for you to have the conversations that you want to have, or just the moments of relaxation from the busyness of the convention. It is a very nice place.
yes.
So yes, is there anything else about the convention that we can discuss then, for you guys? I know that right now, as of this episode coming out, that there is an early bird special when it comes to registration. Is that it's still correct?
That's right. Early bird rates are in play through July 15th at 11:59 p.m. The reason we like to offer the early bird rates is we want everyone to plan to attend early. That gives everyone the opportunity to be super excited about all the people who are going to be there. So the
Hmm.
vendors love to know who the cinema operators are going to be in attendance, and likewise, the cinema operators really enjoy knowing what vendors will be there. So we offer that early bird rate as a way to incentivize you making your plans early. And we have great rates at the hotel. We have a room block that is open, and that room block is open until the rooms are sold out. And every year we've been at the Davenport, we've sold out our room block. So I do
Mm.
recommend making those reservations early. All of that information, including our full schedule of events, link to hotel reservations, the convention registration link with our partner from Agile Ticks. I want to thank them. They're wonderful.
Yeah.
So all of that information will be available, is available currently at rmnato.com. So it's clearinghouse for all things convention.
And we will share that link as well in our descriptions, both on the video and the audio versions of this episode. Um, I know that last time Diana spoken to us, she sung the praises of this convention and why it matters so much to her and just to our industry as well. But Candis, since you are a newcomer here on the show, I'd also like to extend that out to you. If you want to talk about your experiences within the industry and just with working with the conventions in years past as much as you have.
Well, I guess I've worked for Polson Theaters for 36 years. So for, as people know, Howard and Aaron Pickerel. And um it it is amazing to work for the theater industry. And when you go to this convention, it's like you kind of get used to your doldrums of, does the ice machine work, or does the, are the screws in the seats? Or for me, it's, I mean, I'm booking movies, and sometimes to me it's just, a blur of movies. And
Yeah.
then you go to the convention and you see the people that you work with, you see all those vendors, you see a movie, and it's just like the magic of what you do really comes out. Because even though we have the doldrums of the job, every day those people are in those seats, and we are bringing magic to them through the screen, with the help of course, our studio friends here.
Yeah.
And I mean, and it wouldn't happen. It wouldn't happen without the studios and without those vendors. We wouldn't have seats to sit in. We wouldn't have a screen. We wouldn't have something to show. And so the collaboration of exhibition, distribution, and the vendors is is really amazing. And so I think when you go, sometimes you go and you're like, "Oh, okay, it's time for the convention again." And then when you leave, you're just like energized to really get in there and get to the guts of it and figure out all these amazing things that you've heard that other people do, and be able to implement that. And so with all my years of working at the theater, I it energizes me every time. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that's very well put. It is these nice, friendly reminders that um, it's still, quite a rigmarole of a job. It has its hurdles, it has its ups and downs, but there is purpose and merit and just joy behind it. At
It
least
is.
I believe so, and I hope a lot of people believe so too. But yeah, I think that was just very well said.
I couldn't say it any better. Wonderful, Candace.
Thanks.
Uh, so unless if there's anything else to share, I think that would just wrap up our time for all things Rocky Mountain, unless Diane or Candace, you have any more to add?
Well, I wanted to just highlight our education day. We kind
Yes,
of got
please.
through Wednesday on our schedule, and I want to make sure that folks don't miss out on everything that we have to offer on Thursday's education day, which
Hmm.
includes the AI panel that we did talk about. We also anticipate having a few other education tracks. We'll have a de-escalation seminar. We hope to offer a succession planning seminar, a seminar on payments and data security, and then, of course, the always popular Hot Topics on Tap, where it's a roundtable discussion with everyone that is at the show. Everyone can participate, whether it's vendors, studios, cinema operators. We all talk about uh, topics of interest that are affecting our industry today. And that is always just it's always unique every year. So everyone looks forward to that. I also want to mention because Rocky Mountain is a certified affiliate of Cinema United, the National Association, we are so fortunate to welcome again our Cinema United leadership to speak to our group. So
Oh,
that
good.
will be happening Thursday morning. So we
Hmm.
do anticipate Amanda Martin. She will be with us that morning and possibly other invited guests. So we shall see. But we're so excited to have them with us and we appreciate their attendance.
Good then. I'm glad to hear that they'll be returning as well as just being able to have that powwow session, I guess is a good way to describe it. Like you said, Diane, there's some unique conversations that do come out of it, and it does lead to some interesting discussion and just some eye-opening aspects about, what people experience in some parts of the country with their business compared to others. It's pretty well informative, I'd say.
Yeah, yeah. And lastly, I guess I would say is that your registration fees cover meals, entertainment, all the programming for 3 days. So it's a very good value. And each night we have a dinner event, and Wednesday night we'll have our scholarship dinner, which raises funds for our scholarship program. Last year we gave out $7,000 in scholarships. We are doing that again this year. So we just appreciate the generosity from everyone who participates by buying raffle tickets as well as the items that they donate. That comes from vendors, cinema operators, studios. So we're so grateful for that. And then lastly, we just round out our show with an outgoing reception, and always look forward to seeing everyone the next year. So
And we will have a screening Wednesday night also, but that's to be announced. So
Ooh, okay, so two
yeah,
movies again.
yeah,
Nice.
yes, yeah.
Well, that's good to hear. And it sounds like there's going to be a lot packed, not just throughout the week, but also just on Thursday, especially with some of the seminars. A lot of them seem tech-based almost too, which is, I think, going to be pretty informative.
yeah, it's a very diverse offering this year. So
Yeah.
we're very pleased with that.
Well, that's really good to hear. Yeah, and it's really good that you were just able to mention not only the early bird rates going on right now, but just being able to let people know that it's going to cover your food, it's going to cover your hotel expenses, because things are just expensive right now, even for people that run a business. So it's nice to be able to have these offerings and this assistance
I
too.
think you would be hard pressed to go somewhere for 3 days, have all your meals covered, have entertainment, education for the price of our convention. It's very good value.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, I'd agree with that too.
No
So
business like show business.
yeah.
Well, great. Well, yeah, if anyone has any questions about our show, obviously you can go to our website. You can reach out to us at convention@rmnato.com. And recap, our show is September 1 through 3 in Spokane, Washington, and we can't wait to see you.
Yes.
Well, thank you guys very much. We hope that it's a great Rocky Mountain convention this year. And yeah, just thank you again, Candice and Diane, for coming on here and talking about this year's convention.
Yeah. Thanks for
Thanks,
having us.
Kyle. We love the
Yeah.
Off the Break podcast. Love
Oh,
it.
Yes.
thank you very much. We
Yes.
love Rocky Mountain.
Thank you.